Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us from the floor. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Porzingis sets a screen. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now here's Caruso. Dort with it. Picked up by Tatum. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Nice D from Tatum.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Inside. And stolen by Holmgren. And it's Dort off the drive.
With his ability to hit threes, Dort forces defenders out. In turn, that opens up the driving lanes.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Porzingis misses. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. Holmgren with it. It's Dort on the wing. Here's Caruso outside. Hauled in by Brown.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Back to Holiday. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, good execution and close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Good on the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Now here's Caruso. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Boston trailing. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Now here's Caruso. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Pass to Tatum. And stolen by Williams. Caruso with it. Guarded now by Holiday. And stolen by Holiday. Outside Porzingis. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Thunder leading by 3. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Tatum. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
The two-way game of Tatum is just special.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Okay, thanks, Ali. So it's Boston now. The Thunder making their last shot. Here's Holmgren. Kept alive. Caruso outside. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Dort. 5 on the clock. Off target with the three. Celtics trail by 3. White on the wing. Porzingis with it. Launches it. Can't get it to drop. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Pass to Holmgren. Down low. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
1 second left. And that does it for the first quarter. Oklahoma City ahead. They're up by 5. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
First team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Dort. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 5. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his 3rd foul so far. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. And stolen by Holiday. White for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Holmgren. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking it inside. SGA.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Tatum drives in. Outside White. Back to Tatum. The kick out to White. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now Caruso. Pass to Holmgren. To the paint. It's stolen by Tatum. Now the Celtics on the move. And the jam by Brown.
Outstanding D from Tatum. It led to the break.
Among the best in the NBA for a few years now. Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Celtics trail by 7. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside Porzingis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Lou Dort picks one up.
Even though Porzingis can shoot over anyone, he still does all the little things that make a difference.
All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daignault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. That one drops for him.
Boy, I'll tell you, when Holiday shifts gears, he quickly leaves people behind.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side, Williams. Caruso outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Give him 8. Over Holiday. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Boston trailing. Brown scanning the floor. To the inside. Tipped. Dort with a steal. And they're running. Here's Holmgren. Holmgren running free in the open floor.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
Pass to Porzingis. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Violation. Jump ball.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Pass to Williams. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. The Thunder with another miss. And here's Holiday. Tatum from long range. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Tatum's got 5 points. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Oklahoma City ahead. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 2-point game. Pass to Hartenstein. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 4.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Back to Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Clock at 4. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Horford can't hit. Thunder leading by 4. Pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Back to Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Holiday. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Tatum. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now here's Williams. No points yet. Pass to Hartenstein. The three-pointer off the mark.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Back to Horford. Horford gets it done inside.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet.
Hartenstein a screen to the middle. Dort outside. Going inside. Here's Hartenstein. Missed inside.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Pass to Horford. Now here's Tatum. They set the screen. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Alex Caruso.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
If they score here, they're back in front.
And they've been waiting to retake this lead for a bit.
Pass to Holiday. Back to Tatum for the lead. It's Tatum working inside.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Screen by Holmgren. From deep. Hauser grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Wide open look. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
The kick out to Williams. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Horford with the block.
The great positioning, the 7'1" wingspan. That combination makes Horford a dangerous shot blocker.
No good from outside. Oklahoma City trailing.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Hauser. Connects from downtown. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Boston out in front. They're up by 2.
22.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And we've got a timeout call by Mark Daigneault. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Here's Tatum. The floater. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
Read the eyes of the ball handler, and Gilgeous-Alexander able to get a hand up in time.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Pritchard. Down low. Hey, it's Porzingis slamming it home.
A legit 7-footer with that kind of athleticism, I guess Porzingis really is a unicorn.
SGA on the move. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Pass to Porzingis. Here's Hauser. Floats one. Great D that time from Holmgren. Left side Williams. Down low. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Porzingis getting it done inside. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Celtics.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
The Celtics making a switch here. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Tipped away. It's stolen by Holiday. Inside. Right side Brown. Back to Porzingis. Tatum with a screen. Outside Brown. Just 3 to shoot. Tatum can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Holiday. And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Pass to Holmgren.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To the middle. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Celtics on offense. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Wow, Porzingis with the triple.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
There's a minute 34 left in the game. The three from Holmgren. The rebound, Celtics. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Thunder trail by 6. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Caruso outside. Shot clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Great touch from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
White for 3. Sinks the tray. And the Celtics lead by 6.
And it's even more satisfying when you answer with a 3, and it looks like they're putting the game out of reach.
Caruso, right side. Williams from long range. Counted. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Outside White. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. You look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Tries to keep it alive. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 is up. The 3 won't fall. So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. What a performance they had.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Now here's White. Brown, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
Here's Boston now. Pass to Tatum. Here's White. Back to Tatum. Offline with his 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard.
And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams are no different.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Tatum with it. Williams picks him up. Lets it go. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Holmgren wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Holmgren's got 5.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Holmgren. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Celtics.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
The kick out to Tatum. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. For 3, Holmgren. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
And it's Brown missing. The Thunder with the lead. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Williams gets the bucket.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Outside Holiday. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Holiday. Out to White. There's the triple. Boston again missing. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Mark Daignault. David, what did he say?
He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. And Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor. And Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. 1:32 left to play in the first quarter. Stolen by Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by the Celtics. Left side, Tatum. White, good.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Dort. Back to Williams. The three. Knocks down the three ball. Williams has got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
The shot by Holiday, no good. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Still yet to score. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Celtics trailed by 8. Pass to White. Going inside. Round with it. Shot clock at 6. Boston needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
It's stolen by Brown. Down low. Holiday. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Back to Tatum. Out to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Holmgren the screen. Three-pointer. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics trail by 8. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow. Thank you for the report.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Pass to Holmgren. And here is Dort. No good from outside. And here's the fast break. Brown outside. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Outside Williams. Lets it go with a 3. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. To the inside. Porzingis can't hit. The Thunder leading by 8. Inside. Here's Holmgren. That one drops for him. That's 7 points for Chet Holmgren.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Here's Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Wallace misses.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Off target from outside. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Thunder. Here we are sizing up Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Brown outside. Tatum a screen. Fires from the wing. Thunder with the rebound. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. .24 seconds left now here in the second. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Celtics trailed by 9. White wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. Outside Williams. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Thunder up 9. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Over in the corner, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the 3. Outside, White. Bounce pass, Porzingis. Outside, Holiday. Porzingis can't hit. Wallace right side. Pass to Williams. Outside Williams. Fires the three. The rebound by Jason Tatum. To the middle. There's Porzingis.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to his perfect skill set. But when he's dropping dimes like that, like Jason Tatum is a problem.
Here is Williams. Fires for three. Drains the three-pointer. And the Thunder lead by 10.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. On the wing, Brown. Clock at 6. Here's Tatum. Porzingis high post. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Porzingis has got 10 points in the game.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
The kick out to Williams. The tray. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Ah, there's Tatum's range on display.
This is what great scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
Williams for three. And Boston with the rebound. Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Pass to Williams. Here's the screen. Driving to the basket. An easy 2 points on the layup. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Holiday with the three. And the Celtics another three.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
And he goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Back to Holmgren. Wallace the screen. To the paint. Pass to Holmgren. It's stolen by Brown. Now White. 6 points for him. The kick out to Brown. To the middle. On the wing, Holiday. The Celtics working the ball around now. Tatum's shot is off. The Thunder leading by 5. Pass to Holmgren. Screen by Wiggins. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 9 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Holiday attacking. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as many as 11 points.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. To the right side. Outside Holiday. Tatum down low. And so it's Oklahoma City ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action in... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Celtics trailed by 9. The kick out to Holiday. No good on the triple. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. For the three. They grab their own miss. Out to Wallace. From past the arc. Good on the triple. Wallace has got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digit. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Holmgren can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Left side, Horford. Out to White. Beyond the arc. And Holmgren pulls it down. Wallace outside. Three-pointer. Another miss by Holmgren. Celtics trailed by 10. White looking around. Tatum a screen. In the corner, Horford with it. It's good from long range. Horford's got his first 3 points of the game.
They need that floor spacing ability from Horford. It's big for them when he's knocking down triples.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Pass to Williams. Over Tatum. Williams can't hit. Celtics trail by 9. Knocks it loose. And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Holmgren's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense. Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Pass to Tatum. Launches a three, and the three ball is good.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Fires away from outside. Rebound, Boston.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
You got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
And he ends up making the second, and that brings them within 8.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Pass to Holmgren from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Brown.
Another missed three, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7.
2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Outside Williams. Holmgren the screen. Caruso with the ball. He's picked up by White. Nobody near Williams. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Thunder lead by 10.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Look at the big Tatum from the coffin corner.
Taken away by Holiday. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw. He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
There's 49 seconds left to the fourth quarter.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Over in the corner, White. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Holmgren. Got it.
No, staying cool in a clutch moment. Holmgren not letting his inexperience get the best of him.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Holiday. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Right wing. A wide open look here for Caruso. A three-pointer, no good. Jacks up a 3. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted.
I thought
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. So the Bucks win the tip. Pass to Kuzma for three. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Here's Lillard after the basket by New York on the other end. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. To the inside. Here's Achua. Towns, left side. Double team on Towns. Back to Achua. Pass to Towns. Shoots from 14.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. And an Obi for three. Rebounded by Kuzma. Lillard left side. There's the drive. Uses the glass on the layup.
Lillard is tough in there. Muscling that one home.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers, and we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. He keeps the defense on its toes. We can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. Here's Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo. It's tipped.
Tenacious defender. Bridges covers so well.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And here they come. Cuts off the pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Ball's going up the court. Oh, they get a hand on it. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Back to Lillard. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Greg.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Prince. Now Kuzma. The three ball. Achua with the rebound. Towns outside. Back to Achua. Wright with the ball. Defended by Lillard. And it's Wright with the three.
Now that is huge when Wright is connecting from deep. It really spreads the floor for him and his teammates.
Here's Lillard. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
The Knicks with the lead. Wright outside. Bridges outside. Pass to Achua. Inside. Just 5 to shoot. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. 1:27 left in the opening quarter. Jackson with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. No problems knocking that one down.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Now here's Wright. Screen by Bridges. Back to Wright. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Lillard. Achua with the rebound. New York trailing. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter here. Right outside. Towns for three. New York no good that time either. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up to Milwaukee. And stolen by Bridges. It's Wright on the wing. Towns down low. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The three. No good on the shot. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Bucks on top. They're up by 2. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Milwaukee in the lead. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Kuzma for three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And here's Wright from the arc. And the Knicks miss again. And Milwaukee has possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Back to Antetokounmpo. There's the screen by Kuzma. Antetokounmpo with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. These are his first free throws of the game. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
5 to shoot. Back to Achua. Over Antetokounmpo. Achua can't hit.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Got a hand on it. Oh, deflected. Out to the wing. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Achua. Here's Lillard. Lillard flying in for the finish. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
5-on-3 break. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
The 7-footer Towns using his size to perfection down low.
Pass to Prince. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Towns, that's good.
I'd keep going to Towns inside. I mean, it's not complicated. He's got awesome touch. Plus, he's 6'11" and almost 300 lbs.
From the arc. And it's Lillard with the three. Lillard's got 9 points. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A minute and a half left in the second quarter. And it's Wright missing.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
Outside Achua. Right outside. Oh, got a piece of it. Shot clock at 5. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Achua. Lillard outside. 43 seconds left in the half. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Knicks trail by 8. Towns outside. Out to the right wing. Back to Achua. Achua with the dunk.
You know, Towns is a really solid passer for a big guy. Excellent basketball IQ and sees the floor really well. Nice pass.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And Towns has got the ball here for New York. It's tipped. Bridges outside. Back to Anunoby. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 6. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Knicks trail by 6. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. So we'll see Giannis Antetokounmpo go to the line here. It's going to go on DeLon Wright. And the free throw, no good. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game. Here's Lopez. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Knicks trail by 5. Right side, Robinson. Outside, Anunoby. Screen by Robinson. To the middle. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Here's Milwaukee. Trent outside. From behind the arc. They get it back. Outside for Green. For 3, here's Lillard. Yes, sir! You can count on Dame from deep.
You cannot let Dame get good looks, especially from the corner.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Robinson. Soft touch off the glass.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Lopez with it. Oh, Robinson with a block. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks trail by 6. And here's Hart. To the inside. Bridges.
You love the assertiveness Bridges plays with, accepting contact while he's trying to score.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Bridges hits them both. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the 3rd quarter. Trent outside. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Basket's good. Antetokounmpo's got 11 points.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Wright. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Drops in the 3. Wright's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. The Bucks leading by 3.
2 minutes. The third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the 3rd quarter. Antetokounmpo outside. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
The moment they hit that last shot, Lillard wanted one of his own. He was determined and undeterred to strike right back.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Up top, Lopez. Out to Lillard. Dame makes his move. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And And it's Lopez with the jam.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Knicks trail by 8. Outside McBride. Pass to Towns. Back to McBride. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 15. To the paint. It's stolen away. Outside McBride. Screen by Robinson. McBride attacking. Pass to Robinson. Good D by Antetokounmpo. The Bucks leading by 5. Who poked away.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Tucker, no good. And here's Green from the arc. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Tucker. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. Back after this.
26. Let's go.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Bucks. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game. Pass to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo, covered by Towns. Trent outside from deep, and the Bucks hit again from deep.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Tucker, no good. Milwaukee leading by 11. Lopez, the screen. Pass to Lillard. Back to Trent. Antetokounmpo outside. And there's the screen. Just 4 to shoot. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Lillard can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 11. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Gets stolen by Trent. In transition. Here they come. Here's Lopez. Antetokounmpo with it. Hard covering. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Fires for 3. And Tucker pulls it down. And here's New York now. Down low. And it's powered home by Towns.
You know what makes Towns so dangerous in transition? He can beat you with the shot, or he can beat you at the rim.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to Lopez. Trent left side. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Achua. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks leading by 9. The three is up. Right with the board. And New York has possession. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Towns outside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. It's stolen by Trent. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Lopez. And there's a pick. Trent on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Green. Fires the 3. That shot missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. After the basket by New York on the other end. Porter gets the bucket.
He can get it to the rack, too. Porter Jr. unafraid to slice his way to the cup.
Now here's Wright. And he comes up with a bucket.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Left side, Porter. Antetokounmpo outside. Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Wright. Inside. Achua. Achua with the dunk.
That is room service delivery from right there. What a sweet dime to create a high percentage shot.
Green, a screen. This one for 3. Achua with a rebound. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Towns. Here's Anunoby. Pass to Achua. 5 on the clock. It's Wright on the wing. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Antetokounmpo with it. Towns covering. There's 39 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
Up top, Anunoby to tie it up. It falls! Oh, a tremendous 3! We're tied!
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson the screen from outside the arc. And buries it from deep. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
No option here but to go for 3. Maybe set up a screen, carve out some space, and try to get a clean look at the 3.
quickly for three.
Yo tengo 147 jugadas.
But they come up empty-handed. So it's a narrow victory for the Bucks. Pulling it out for the W. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce.
No. Bueno, a mí tráeme mira. Tengo una mercadería, 4 panes y salami. 4 panes, una mercadería y salami. Y 2 huevos. Y ven que tengo hambre de una vez, por favor.
It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Minnesota Timberwolves. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Pass to Bull. Durant just inside the line. Misses the jumper. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here's Dunn. Pass to Bull. Beal deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. KD can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. To the wing right side. Here's Gobert. And Durant sends it back.
How about the defense from Kevin Durant? Sends that shot back.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Booker in the corner. Outside for Durant. Over Edwards. KD with the bucket.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
Here's DiVincenzo. Gobert in the corner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively. Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Booker left side. Lets it go from deep. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 4. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Offensive rebound.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Out to Edwards. 6 to shoot. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Offline with his 3. Here's Durant. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Well, you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
And we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Randall. And Randall throws it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, you see how confident Devin Booker is down low. Doesn't even think twice about looking to score in there.
At the elbow, Randall. And slam dunk by Gobert.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. For 3, Edwards. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is, able to score against physical defenders.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Now DiVincenzo. And stolen by Dunn. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Timberwolves lead by 4. And don't go... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Back to McDaniel. Buries the long-range jumper. McDaniel's got the first basket of the second quarter for Minnesota. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Outside for Randall. Has to Gobert. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker with it. Outside, KD. Over Gobert. Here's Bull. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Bull's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Randall surveying the D. Pass to DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Drills the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 5 now.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
Another 3 for Phoenix.
Now, Devin Booker ready on the opportunity to take any 3 he gets. That is pretty.
There's the double team with Bull. Outside Edwards. Picked by Randall. To the paint. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Dunn. Outside, KD. In close, Durant gets the bucket.
This is where his length and size are a factor. Kevin Durant getting an easy opportunity inside.
It's Randall with the drive. They need this. And Bull pulls it down. Suns lead by 3. Straight to the bucket, Durant.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
And stolen by Booker. It's tipped. And it's Randall, top of the key. Over in the corner, Edwards. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Inside. Here's KD. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
One of the best things about Kevin Durant is he simply locks in on exactly what's in front of him at the moment. If that means working at practice, that's what he does. If that's competing at a high level in the game, that's what he does.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he was something else. Hey, thank you. Outside, Beal. Just 5 on the clock. There's O'Neal with the 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Pass to KD. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Edwards inside. Reed. Now DiVincenzo. McDaniels gets a wide open look. And that does it for the first half of play. Phoenix ahead as they wrap up the second quarter with a huge surge. An 18-3 run. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Timberwolves trail by 8. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Edwards inside. O'Neal with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Indoors, when you take a look at someone like Royce O'Neal, what do you see?
I mean, so many things, Kevin. There's great intangibles with this young man. Hard worker, incredibly smart defensively, versatile defensively, and he's so often matched up against the opponent's best scorer and relishes it. I love that.
Pass to Reed. And it's Durant with the rebound. Suns leading by 8. Allen for the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Allen's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Phoenix. To the inside. And he banks in the layup.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Durant up top. Booker fires from way outside. Reed with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Phoenix's ball. And here's Booker from the arc. Book it! Devin for 3.
They set him up. Booker's going to knock it down. Great execution there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Pass to KD. Allen outside. O'Neal on the wing. Clock at 6. Screen by Allen. Unable to get that one. Timberwolves trailed by 12. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And that's a foul. Called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution for your Suns. Done.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. Done outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Booker. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Over in the corner, Allen fires for three. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
To the middle. Here's Reed. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Few guys read the game like Conley.
And here's Booker. 13 points in the game. Right side, O'Neal. Pass to Jones. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 10.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your Suns. Number 11.
Outside Conley. Down low. Miller. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
Screen by Bol. The three. Reed with the rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And Reed has it in the corner. Sinks the triple. And now just a 5-point Suns lead.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Suns timeout. And please give a big round of applause for your Suns U.S. team.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. "15 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, KD. Right wing. Launches it. Here's Bol. The third quarter comes to a close. The Suns on top. They lead by 5. We'll take a quick break, then get...
The Timberwolves, 36.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Phoenix. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. To the right side. Back to Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And stolen by Dunn. Pass to KD. Durant uses his size in close. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Suns.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Phoenix leading by 9. Allen for 3. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And he makes that one. And the Suns lead by 11.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Poked away. Pass to KD. Fires top of the key. Dunn outside. There's Beal with the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Beal's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. Edwards inside. Randle outside. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Will it go? The second chance effort. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
Pass to Dunn. Allen left side. Outside Beal. Screen by Bol. Over in the corner, Allen. Back to Bol. 4 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bol's understanding of when to look for his next level.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your side.
Here's Beal. Booker outside. And Edwards with that clear path to the basket. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Fast break. Here come the Suns. And here's Booker from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trailed by 9. A minute 42 left in the game. Drains it from beyond the arc.
3-point field goal.
Randle's got 6 points in the quarter.
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this thing exciting.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to.
3-pointer, Randle. It's hauled in by the Suns. They've led by as many as 14 points. Durant with it. Now defended by Randle. Dunn, wide open, he fires. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And now an 11-point Suns lead. Over to the wing. Back to Edwards. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Suns.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kevin Durant.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Outside Edwards. It's good.
Anthony Edwards.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 10-point lead. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's foul number 2 for him. Done outside. Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And